Hello and warm greetings. I'm here to present you latest English news. Abdullah say that any insurgents in the government custody who have committed war crimes will be dealt with accordingly. Addressing a Council of Ministers meeting on Monday, CEO Abdullah discussed the recent move by 250 Daesh fighters to surrender to the government forces and say that war criminals will be dealt with according to the law. He said crimes committed by the prisoners of war must not be ignored. The Daesh fighters handed themselves over to security forces in Jozjan province last week. In the meanwhile, after a fierce battle with the Taliban, among the fighters who surrendered were dozens of child and teenage soldiers under the age of 18. Saudi Arabia froze new trade and investment with Canada and expelled the Canadian ambassador in his turn a gesture of retaliation after Ottawa urged it to free arrested civil society activists. The sudden sharp response to criticism shows the limits of reforms by Saudi Arabia's 32-year-old Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who runs its day-to-day government. He has launched a campaign of social and economic change, but has not eased the absolute monarchy's total ban on political activism. In recent months, Saudi Arabia has lifted a ban on women driving, but it has also arrested activists, including more than a dozen high-profile campaigners for women's rights. Chicago police records show that 44 people were shot on Sunday, including 5 who were killed. Officers investigate a shooting in Chicago on Sunday said. In 3 hours beginning at 1:30 a.m., records show 30 were shot and 2 killed in 10 incidents. The city of Chicago experienced a violent night, Bureau of Patrol Chief Fred Waller said on Sunday afternoon. Some of these instances were targeted and were related to gun conflicts in those areas. In at least one incident, shooters opened fire into a crowded street party, Waller said. Of the wounded who reported an age, the oldest was 62 and the youngest 11, police records show. Before the particularly violent Sunday, there were 6 shootings, none fatal, on Friday and 15 shootings, 1 fatal, on Saturday. The Sunday shootings occurred between midnight and 2 p.m. records show. Chicago has struggled with high shooting and murder rates in recent years. Waller said shootings are down 30% from 2017 and murders are down 25%. And an operation is underway to evacuate thousands of tourists after a deadly earthquake that rocked some of Indonesia's most idyllic islands late Sunday night. At least 98 people, all Indonesian nationals, were killed when 6.9 magnitude quake struck the popular tourist island of Lombok. Indonesian authorities said Monday more than 200 were also injured. The majority of those killed in the quake were hit by the falling debris from collapsing buildings, said Subh, the head of Indonesia's disaster management department. Thank you. That was a brief. Have a good night. Allah Hafiz.